is Friday, July 14th, day 121 on the trail. I just stopped for lunch at a tent site on top of the hill before dropping down into Wind Gap. I've got about probably 9 more miles to go for Kirkridge shelter tonight, and then another half a day, 6 miles or so, to Delaware Water Gap, and I will be done with Pennsylvania. Woohoo! I'll be glad to be done with Rocksylvania. Oh my gosh, this is tough hiking. We stayed last night at the Leroy Smith shelter. The shelter itself was unimpressive, as have been quite a few, frankly, of the Pennsylvania shelters. Just not much. Anyway, we don't sleep in the shelters anyway, but I was with the same group that I was at Squeaks. The Sonic and Sunny and Snickers and Casper, 3 Germans and the Swiss girl. And then Jess and Ripper were there, and myself. So we all got to the same place. The water source was across the trail to the left, going down to the shelter. That was great. And the privy, while a steep climb up to the privy, it's the first one that I've seen with the linoleum flooring and toilet paper provided. That was amazing. There was a little mailbox sitting to the one side, to the right side of the seat, and you open the mailbox, there's more toilet paper in there. I mean, there's a resupply. That was great. That was great. The tent site, there's a designated tent site that's got a sign on it, just goes off to the left before you head down the hill toward the shelter. That was a wonderful tent site. That was where we camped last night. That was a nice spot. Sprinkled on us a little bit this morning, not enough to really leave much on the tarp or anything, but I think there's some possible showers forecast for later today. But we'll see. The temperature is nice and cool, not much of any breeze. So I haven't been sweating a whole lot, but the trail is still very rocky. I've got to descend Wind Gap and then climb out of it. There'll be a steep climb coming out. That's really the only major climb today. And then cut up along the ridge, and then tomorrow I'll have the last descent as I leave Pennsylvania and go down into Delaware Water Gap. Ran into a really cool guy on the trail. Tim is his name, 42-year-old guy from this area, originally from Stroudsburg. He's the manager of the Hampton Inn in Easton. I asked him about any hotels that might be close to the bus station in Stroudsburg, and I'm not sure how close it is. I'll find out later, but he was trying to think, might be a couple miles away. I'll probably have to get an Uber or something to get to the bus station, but he recommended the Hampton Inn. I think I'm going to stay there. It's got a pool, free breakfast. Yeah, why not? I'll do that Sunday night. In fact, I may go over early Sunday and take advantage of some of the other amenities of that hotel. There's a hostel in Delaware Water Gap that I'll probably stay at tomorrow night. It's a donation-based thing, I think, run by a church, Presbyterian church there in Delaware Water Gap. And then go to Stroudsburg on Sunday and stay the night there so that I can catch my early bus. I think it's a 7:30 a.m. departure from the bus station in Stroudsburg, PA. So I wanted to get those fun facts recorded. Oh, Tim, he also said, didn't I see you on this trail a couple of years ago? You were doing a tree survey? And I said, no, not me. I just retired from Minnesota, and it's the first time here. He says, well, you got a doppelganger out there. Somebody looks just like you. So that was interesting. I've been told that once before on the trail too. Someone else said I looked like someone else that they knew or had seen before. So I have a few doppelgangers in the world, I guess. Common looking face. Anyway, it's not quite noon yet, but I stopped for lunch, lightened the load a little bit, ate the last string cheese and pepperoni that I had with a tortilla shell. I still have, I think, 4, 5 maybe tortilla shells left. So I still got some lunch. I've still got some other fixings for lunch, peanut butter and tuna deli salad or something like that. A pouch of that I can still use for for a couple of lunches. So we're good to go yet. So we'll do some resupply in Stroudsburg. Actually, I don't know, maybe in Stroudsburg, maybe up in Massachusetts. I got to check that out. But another day, and I will be done with Pennsylvania. Another state that'll be, let's see, Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, 7 states. So I'll have half the states done before I have to bump up to northern Massachusetts. I'll get Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine done, and then I'll just have New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, and Massachusetts to finish up when I come back from the trips in mid-September. All right, well, I better push on. Time's burning, and I want to try and get as many miles in before it rains as I can. Hopefully it'll hold off a little bit, and because you kind of need both hands for walking the trail, at least I do anyway, for using my trekking poles and hiking the trail here. I don't want to have to be holding an umbrella for one of them. All right, this is Patriarch pushing on. I've been thinking about my experience here just a little bit, and you can hear traffic behind me. It's interesting how annoying, perhaps even unsettling, the sounds of traffic and civilization have become to me. I have grown accustomed to the stillness of the woods and the solitude and the quiet. Even though civilization is really not that far away anywhere on the trail, you don't hear this kind of road noise and traffic everywhere. Just an observation. I don't know, it's going to be tough getting used to that when I'm done with the trail. Pushing on. It just occurred to me that maybe I should show a little bit of what Roxylvania trails are like. Having to step through and around on top of these things of rock. Don't be fooled by the grass. It's not smooth. It is Roxylvania. And this is what most of the trails look like here in Pennsylvania. There are some parts that are better than others, but this is typical, and it's not a fast walk for sure. There's what's coming up, just so you know.